This week, Republican Senator Tom Cotton got his ass handed to him by Democratic Senator Dick Durbin on the floor of the Senate. You see, Tom Cotton was actually trying to paint this recent alleged crime wave across America as a Democratic problem because Democrats passed the First Step Act, which was aimed at reducing prison populations, getting people out sooner, reducing sentencing, good things. And Tom Cotton says it's because the dang Democrats did that we have all this crime today. Let me read the exchange that took place. Senator Tom Cotton says, "It's your party that voted in lockstep for the First Step Act." Democratic Senator Dick Durbin responds, "The Democrats did the First Step Act. Republicans were in the majority. Who signed it into law? Donald Trump." To which Cotton then sheepishly replied, the First Step Act was the worst mistake of the Trump administration. Okay, but you don't get to walk it back that easily, Tom. It was signed into law in 2018. Republicans controlled the House. Republicans controlled the Senate. The First Step Act had a Republican co-sponsor, Senator Chuck Grassley it was. And then Donald Trump signed it into law. It was a big deal. Donald Trump was reforming the criminal justice system here in the United States. And you're sitting there blaming it on Democrats. Then you get called out on the Senate floor during the middle of your idiotic little diatribe. And then you have to be like, well, that was a stupid thing for Trump to do. No, actually, honestly, it was like one of the only good things that we got out of the Trump administration. The First Step Act is, in fact, a good thing. You want to talk about the crime waves happening here in the United States today? Let's talk about it. The NYPD deleted a tweet earlier this week. They posted a big picture like they usually do with the drug busts, but instead, they posted a picture filled with all the things they had confiscated from shoplifters that they had arrested recently. Do you know what was in that picture that was deleted? Diapers, baby formula, soap, laundry detergent. Basic necessities. Honest to God, there was one thing in the picture that was not a basic necessity. I mean, deodorants and all kinds of things were in there. Tampons. The one thing in that picture that was not a basic necessity is there was a slap chop. I'll give them that. Somebody stole a slap chop. The rest of it was basic goods so that people could survive. And we're seeing that all over this country. We're seeing the videos on social media. Why aren't the security guards stopping this man stealing diapers for his baby? Okay, they're not walking in there and taking filet mignon and lobsters so they can live it up and say, ha ha, screw you, government. They're so desperate because they're getting so squeezed by our system that they're left with no choice, right? Isn't that the old parable? Is it wrong to steal a loaf of bread to feed your family? Many years ago, everybody would say, well, no. In times of desperation, stealing a loaf of bread to feed your family would be justifiable. That's what we see today, a lot of it. Now, of course, that doesn't excuse the murders that happen. That doesn't excuse, any kind of assault that we see on people. But let's stop acting like people stealing food or stealing soap is somehow, one, bankrupting companies. Not happening, folks. Absolutely not happening. And two, these people are not hardened criminals that were let out of prison too early. They're people that are doing what they have to provide for their family. That's what's happening. You want to put an end to it? Improve their lives. Give them better opportunities. Give them better paying jobs. Pour money back into the communities and watch how quickly those crime rates go down. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.